Hello and welcome back to Craft Resin. Today we're talking about how you get that glass-like mirror finish every single time. It's all about mastering the physics of your pour, and today I'm breaking down the simple science behind a perfectly smooth tabletop surface and how to avoid those common surface waves. The secret to a self-leveling pour is temperature. Craft Resin's tabletop formula is thick by design to give you that deep professional coating. To let it properly flow, your room needs to stay between 72 and 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Think of it this way, heat keeps the resin fluid. When the environment is warm, the epoxy spreads out effortlessly. If it's too cold, the resin thickens up and stays exactly where you leave it. Keep it warm and let the chemistry do the leveling for you. That's the cheat code. Next, let's talk about your workspace. Since resin is a liquid, it's always going to follow gravity. Even a tiny tilt of a few millimeters will cause the epoxy to settle unevenly. At Craft Resin, we always say a level table is the foundation of a level pour. Double check your surface with a spirit level before you start. Your eyes might lie to you, but a level never does. When your table is flat, your finish stays flawless and you won't have to fix it later. Finally, keep your environment still. While the resin is gelling, it can actually record tiny vibrations from heavy footsteps or loud equipment. For the smoothest result, let your piece cure in a quiet, stable area, like it's in Do Not Disturb mode. So what's my go-to technique? Well, guide the resin, don't push it. Use your spreader gently to move the epoxy to the edges, then step back and don't overwork it. Sometimes the best thing you can do for your resin is just to leave it alone. If your room is warm and your table is level, the resin will settle into a perfect sheet on its own. Hands off, chef. Use these 3 simple rules to get a rock-hard resin cure. No guesswork, just a clean, consistent process. Let's get your craft resin finish dialed in every time. Rule number 1, the mix. Craft resin tabletop is thick, so you have to ensure parts A and B are perfectly blended. If they don't blend, the chemistry stalls and you'll see lonely spots that stay tacky. Mix for 3 full minutes, keeping the stick down to avoid bubbles. Scrape the sides and bottoms like you're cleaning out a peanut butter jar. And if you aren't hearing scrape the sides in your sleep yet, well, you're almost a pro. Rule number 2 is heat. Think of it as fuel for your resin's engine. If the room gets chilly even for an hour, the reaction stops. I've had pours stay soft for days just because a workshop got cold overnight. Keep your space between 72 and 77 degrees Fahrenheit. I use a space heater like this to control the temperature in my space. Consistency is the secret sauce. Rule number 3, thickness. This formula is built for coatings, not deep pours. Stick to 3mm per layer. If you go too deep, the heat builds up too fast and the resin can't breathe. It'll end up sticky, wavy, or worse, it might just smoke you out of the room. Let's not do that. Keep it thin and it stays crystal clear. And here's a bonus tip, the surface. Thick epoxy is a perfectionist. It hates moisture and oil, so watch out for household cleaners. Some leave a greasy film that resin absolutely detests. Keep it clean, keep it dry, and you're golden. A flawless mirror-like surface depends on one thing, a perfect bond. Fisheyes and craters happen when the epoxy meets a spot it simply cannot stick to. The main culprits are oil, dust, moisture, or even a single fingerprint. Thick epoxy is very sensitive to silicone residue from household cleaners. One tiny speck creates a dead zone where the resin just refuses to spread, and it'll show immediately. Airflow is another silent enemy. A draft or a fan can push microdust into your wet pour, and a crater forms around every particle as the resin shifts. You also need to watch your depth. If your layer is thinner than 3mm, it won't have the weight to flow over small flaws. In fact, a thin coat usually just highlights the imperfections instead of hiding them. Then, to get that glass finish, start by sealing porous materials like wood or canvas. This stops air from escaping and causing trouble from underneath. And once it's clean, keep your bare hands off the surface. Your skin oils are the hidden saboteurs here. Seal the base, clean it right, and pour at the correct depth. That's the whole recipe for a flawless finish. Trust the process and the resin will do the rest. If this helped, share it with a fellow maker and let me know in the comments what's been your biggest battle. Dust, fingerprints, or sneaky residues. I've seen them all, so let's compare notes. Thanks for watching, now go create something amazing.